feels so good, I feel so numb.
And now, from the Cave of Wonders and recorded live in the presence of gods, welcome to the Rain Man Show.
All right, well, hello and welcome everybody to the Rain Man Show. You're listening to us on a Tuesday night.
Wow.
Different. It is. Very different, isn't it? Don't you get coy over there, Thomas. It's way too soon. Way too soon. We got a lot of things to get through today. Namely, number one, we're going to be featuring a musical artist today to help us get through these breaks, just in case Andrew doesn't deliver or Tony decides to shut down completely again. Number one, we will be featuring music from Port Noir, courtesy of Century Media Records. I'll be playing a track taken from their album Any Way the Wind Carries, and that'll be coming up, I don't know, whenever we decide to go to a break, whenever Tony signals me to go to a break. And number two, and more importantly, a woman burns her puss during a dance competition. So we definitely got to get to that. That's definitely on the docket today. We do have a full studio. Of course, I have Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
Tony.
Hello.
And hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Oh. Whoa. What was that, Andrew?
It's me saying hello.
It was a little sparkly.
It sizzled, didn't it?
It sizzled and
Yeah,
flamed.
he's got a little gleam in his eye because we're live.
Yeah, he's a little excited. And because he has two boyfriends in studio day. Not only does he have Thomas, but he also has the one and only Brian.
Who's Kevin?
Oh.
Am I on? Am I good? Are we good?
Now you're on.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Why, hello, everyone.
Hello.
And he's on a new microphone, so if we have issues today, we
It's
might
Andrew's
have.
fault
It's Andrew's
somehow.
fault. Exactly.
Always.
Yeah, we might have some issues tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and say that tonight. I mean, what was it last week? It was internet problems. Or
And
2
my
weeks
mic.
ago, it was internet problems in your mic.
Right.
And then tonight we got a new mic for Brian, because usually I don't have 5 people in studio. And yeah, Brian's on a wireless mic.
It feels weird having to hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
No,
So-
it doesn't. Not for you.
No, I mean, normally when I'm on air, I'm touching something else, not the mic. I don't like touching mic when I'm on air.
You don't have any free hands now. So like during the puss competition topic, you'll have to keep your hands on the mic only.
I guess that's how it's going to have to go.
Yeah.
Can I say for the record that I'm already feeling uncomfortable?
Are you uncomfortable in the workplace, Tony?
I'm really feeling uncomfortable because I'm between you and Brian. I mean,
He's in the splash zone.
I mean, Andrew could probably jump over me or through me just to get to Brian. I'm sorry, Brian.
It's all right. It's all right, Tony. If you could stop him for me, though, that would be fantastic. He scares me.
Now you're on your way, honky.
Well, I had a conversation, of course, Thomas, with
Right.
everybody. I don't know if you were in studio yet. I had a conversation with Andrew particularly, and I asked him. I'm like, all right, Andrew, you're going to have 2 guys in here. And
I need you to sign this HR form.
yes, please leave your pants on. And also, do not drop your jaws anywhere close to the area of their penile region. Basically, I don't want any HR issues.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
I am the
We
HR
have
department.
HR?
Who is the HR?
We have HR. Wait a minute.
I will sue myself if something happens.
It's very noble of you.
Nothing will happen on my watch, like rape. Well, somebody said something. Who was it, Andrew? You came in kind of offended. Somebody
It was on the picture you put up, right?
Oh, yeah. So it was
somebody commented on the picture that I posted on Facebook, and they said something about I didn't see it because it's hard for me to keep up with all the notifications I get on social media because it's just a lot.
So important.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, Brian. So, Andrew, what did it say that made you feel uncomfortable?
It was. It wasn't really. It just caught me off guard. It was
made me
one of the pictures. It was the picture that we were doing for the promo shoot. You were putting together some stuff, and it was the Thomas's picture with the finger gun pointing the camera, and then I was behind him with my hands up, like peeking over his shoulder and stuff. And
Okay, well, what did the guy say?
The guy said, I bet
Always
by
gotta-
the end of the
he
year,
always-
Andrew's going to rape Thomas.
And now he's talking over me.
Yeah.
What? This is what happens when you go live, Mike. I
No.
was really worried about this.
It's frustrating because you can never ask Andrew just a question.
No,
Like, get
it's
to
like,
just
hey,
answer the question.
how was your day? It's like, so when I was born, here's the whole thing up until now. You're like, wasn't
Guys,
the part
don't you
I needed.
realize that's the beginning of the vortex?
Oh, please don't bring it up. It's too soon for the vortex. Now, Andrew.
Yes.
Now that everyone's warned.
Yeah.
Tell me what the person said.
He said,
Wait, tell everybody in the studio here what the person said as soon as I'm done speaking, and go.
I'm calling it now. Andrew will rape Thomas by the end of the year.
Okay. And why were you offended by that joke?
It just caught me off guard. Because, like,
I get it. I felt.
Right.
He spoiled the surprise.
God damn it, Tony.
But doesn't, like, I don't understand why you would. I mean, I did say on Facebook, someone posted, what was it? Someone posted something about a gay ballot. Like, I posted some stupid Donald Trump picture about voting today in Arizona, the preference election. And you posted a picture showing that you were at the voting location. Mm-hmm. And then someone wrote, did you use the gay ballot? I mean, I don't know why it was just funny. It probably was as funny as it should be, but I did raffle a little too hard. Yeah. You bring it upon yourself, though.
I do. That's fine.
Yeah.
Except I don't bring up the discussion that I'm going to rape somebody. That definitely doesn't happen.
I don't know.
He starts out with flowers and chocolate.
So, anyways, I'm completely consumed by the Hulk Hogan sex tape lawsuit thing.
You are?
Well, it's just fascinating that a man who had nothing, who had something, had nothing, had something, had nothing, now has over $140 million.
That much, really?
$140 million for this lawsuit because Gawker willingly took a stolen sex tape. It wasn't something that was public, and that's what they were trying to say. Gawker in this lawsuit was saying, hey, you know what? He's a public figure, number one. Number two, we're reporting the news.
That's not how that works.
That's exactly what Hulk Hogan's lawyer said. They were laughing. They're like, wait, hold on. Since when is a man's personal life in a bedroom with a locked door personal or public news? I mean, first off, the tape, they were able to prove the tape was stolen. And it was sold to Gawker.
So they knew.
They knew it was stolen, and they knew that there was a middleman selling it from another disgruntled host, sold this tape and stole it. So they were just completely unethical. But $140 million. Now,
Jesus. Where are they going to get that money? I'm curious.
I you know what, though? There's talk that Gawker might not be able to survive this. Because number one, I mean, their business practices are going to have to change drastically.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're going to be reporting puppy dog news soon. They're going to be paranoid.
Think about the puppy bowl 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Exactly. It's a safe bet. But in retrospect, when you think about this, I mean, Hulk Hogan came out, even though it's an embarrassing situation.
Yeah.
I mean, no harm, no foul, right? I mean, first off, you should hear the audio. I tried to find the audio clips and I couldn't get it done in time for the live show tonight. But the audio clips were absolutely amazing. They were talking about how big Hulk Hogan's penis was in court. Like how big his penis was. It's the size of a Coke can, they were saying. It's 10 inches long. I mean, how... He ended up on the winning side. Not only did he
won
look
the money, good, everybody knows how big his junk is.
Yeah, and the chick he was banging was hot. You know, this wasn't no Arnold Schwarzenegger maneuver where he was banging the Mexican housekeeper. He wasn't boning Nana. He doesn't bone Nanas. But no, this chick was actually, fairly attractive, big boobs, typical Florida, you know. And she was actually the wife of a radio host in Florida, Bubba the Love Sponge. Wow. But it was consensual
okay.
On all three parties. Like Bubba didn't care. So it make a long story short. I mean, come on, did this guy really lose? I think who of us would not willingly take a sex tape, get out? I mean, come on, 140 million, and your penis is out there forever. But who cares, right?
In a heartbeut.
I mean, I don't know. Would you take? What if your penis came out looking small on tape?
$140 million.
It's $140 million. It doesn't matter how big your dick is.
I don't know,
dude. Come on, come on. You've seen the picture of that really hot chick with like the fat guy in the beach.
Yeah.
$140 million. It does that.
But
that's $140 million at work.
I'm vain though. Like I think I might take the 10-inch penis, over the $140 million. Like
no, absolutely not. I would take a micro penis and $140 million.
Gawker, if you redact everything you said and actually just put in writing that I had a 12-inch penis, we're good to go.
You wouldn't even sue him then?
Yeah,
that would just circulate.
Wait, no, you went 12-inch penis in the size of a Campbell's soup can?
Yeah, that's what they called
coffee can.
That's what they called it.
Yeah, you would have Folgers coffee can. That's That's what you want. You never want to have sex again. No woman will come near you with a dick that big.
But Campbell soup is good.
Oh, Jesus.
Andrew would be all over it, but
He probably would.
no, that's fine.
Have you ever waxed your butt?
We're not even talking about that right now, Andrew. Simmer down. But there's some good that came out of this besides the 140 million. Is I think we all complain about the media and how they kind of take advantage of situations and they report false news. And there's a gray area. I mean, first off, news back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, you had those journalists that were all about getting the truth, the story. Yeah. You know, the real story. Yeah, they want to win that Nobel Peace, but not Nobel Peace. What's the Pulitzer? What's it called?
Pulitzer.
The Pulitzer Prize. Forget it.
Forget it. Prize.
I've had
that prize you get when you in the newspaper business.
That prize you get when you're really smart at writing in the news, but not smart at saying it.
It's when you write good.
Right. Oh my God, I had too much coffee. I can't pronounce certain words when I drink so much coffee.
Right, blame the coffee, Mike.
I will.
It's not your Mexican heritage.
Come on. Bring a racist in here.
You have Tony here every week.
Aren't you used to it by now?
What was I talking about now?
Back in the day, they'd give a shit.
Back in the day, they gave a shit about the news and getting the scoop and like getting the real news out there.
Yeah, back in the day, they cared about getting the real news out there. And I'm wondering if this, because $140 million lawsuit is nothing to scoff at. That's going to make everybody in the tabloid and media business to rethink their practices. Everyone's going to now second guess, okay, should we release this photo of so-and-so? Should we do this? Should we do that? And I think overall, the message is a positive message. And I honestly think that's what the jury wanted to do and the judge more than anything. They wanted to say, look at this. For the past 20 plus years, we've been a paparazzi crazed society where you guys are causing accidents on the freeways, on the streets. You're getting people injured to get that photo. You're invading people's privacy.
Princess Diana, right?
Yeah,
Supposedly.
even Princess Diane. I think that's what you can take out of this overall. Is I think you're going to see ethical practices being instilled once again within the news organizations, particularly the tabloids, because nobody can survive. I mean, Gawker might be able to survive 140 million, possibly.
Well, he did have to sell part of his shares.
Yeah.
To, what was it, Nova Media or whatever?
That's the CEO.
That's just to pay for the legal cost.
Right, because Gawker, the company itself, got sued. But then they went after the individuals as well. And so they also went, I don't want to call it civil, but they went after the persons themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Punitive damages from those.
So that's amazing.
I'm all for it if that changes how media is handled these days.
Well, you guys have seen Anchorman 2, right?
Yes. No, I have not.
Okay, so Anchorman 2, essentially, it's talking about how they started the 24-hour news cycle, and it was Ron Burgundy and his team that did it.
Oh,
that's
makes
the
sense.
whole movie. Is just essentially lambasting the 24-hour news cycle.
Here, I got some audio.
Hulk Hogan, former professional wrestler turned reality star, is taking on media website Gawker. The issue, Gawker published part of a Hulk Hogan sex tape. Here's a breakdown of the fight, punch by punch. News reports begin to circulate on the internet about a possible Hulk Hogan sex tape. Gawker posts a 1-minute 40-second montage from a sex tape recorded in 2006 featuring Hogan and Heather Clem, the wife of Hogan's friend and radio host Bubba the Love Sponge Clem. Former Gawker editor A.J. Delorio also posts more than 1,400 words about the full 30-minute tape. Hogan files 2 lawsuits, the first against Bubba and Heather Clem, the second against Gawker for
Heather Clem's got some big old boobs, dude. She's pretty attractive, and you know what? She's a radio whore. Like, meaning, I mean, don't get offended out there, people. She's a radio whore. Like, she goes around. That's her thing. Like, she's on top of like every radio host in Florida.
Now,
that's her thing.
Did he sued them?
I need to go out to Florida.
Yeah.
Actually, Thomas, can you go out to Florida? I need to live vicariously now through you. I forgot.
Are you going to pay for the flight?
But you forgot you're married?
Yeah, I forgot.
Is that what happened?
I kind of feel guilty talking about this stuff now, but whatever. It's in parody. Look, I'm just having sex with her in parody. It's for the show. It's for the show.
It didn't really
$100 billion. alleging defamation and invasion of privacy. Hogan says he never knew he was being taped. Gawker says showing the footage is protected under the Constitution because Hogan has made his sex life a matter of public interest.
I disagree with that.
He went into talk shows, Howard Stern and Bubba, and they talk, like kind of we talk a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to remember, there is a certain amount of parody when you talk on live radio.
Absolutely.
And it's a show. I'm not saying it's false. There's any false pretense to it. However, it is a show. You can't then assume, oh, look at so-and-so's talking about this, so I'm able to go into his home and steal videotape of his personal sex life.
It doesn't work like that.
Completely different.
Hogan and Bubba reach a settlement, and Bubba issues a statement saying, quote, Hulk Hogan was unaware of the presence of the recording device in my bedroom. A district court judge.
Bubba's a nasty, though, man.
That's in his own bedroom, banging his wife.
Yeah, because Bubba's into that. Bubba's absolutely into that.
That's weird.
I mean, there is a certain. I get it. There is a certain appeal to that.
What?
You know,
I don't
see. Not with Maggie because I care about her, but I mean with other girls that you're with, there is a certain like fetish to where, hey, I would like to see what she looks like if she's plowed by another guy. No one I can't. Don't no one get happy in here.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm not.
It's no one I know. Like I can't do anything, but I know. But it's just like watching.
So wait,
porn.
hold on, Mike, real quick. Let's go to a time before Maggie.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that you were into?
Yeah, I like that stuff. I think it's cool.
Like, no. Did you used to watch ex-girlfriends getting plowed by other dudes?
Oh, no. I could never commit to it.
You never hid in the closet?
You understood the concept, though?
No.
You never were like at the window with like the blinds just barely open.
That's so creepy.
Why are you explaining it in that much detail?
That's so creepy. I know.
You have done it.
Because, Thomas, I know where you live.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. All right.
Judge sides with Gawker saying, quote, the balance between the First Amendment and copyright is preserved in part by the doctrine of fair use. The following year, a circuit judge
their defense is such horseshit.
Orders in a preliminary ruling that Gawker.
It's like, who wrote this? Like a kid? Like a kid trying to justify to his parents? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it has like a little bit of common sense to it, so the kid isn't completely dumb, but it's also completely elementary.
Yeah. So it's like a 9 or 10-year-old as opposed to like a 17 or 18-year-old explaining it.
It's a kid's understanding of the First Amendment.
Exactly.
Move the video of Hogan as well as the written commentary from its site. Gawker takes down the video, but leaves up the post describing the 30-minute sex tape. As the legal battle rages on, Gawker's founder has made no bones about what losing this legal battle could mean for the media company.
Very few media companies keep $100 million in a war chest for this kind of occasion.
A Florida jury awards Hulk Hogan $115 million. Gawker's attorneys plan to appeal the decision.
Good luck.
They're not gonna. They got nothing. The appeal is just going to waste time. That's on there.
And more
I
money.
think they know that. And they think they know. They want, if they can postpone for 2 or 3 years just to F over Hogan that much more, they will.
Guess who? But guess what? I got $140 million.
Yeah. But he doesn't right now, though.
Shit.
He doesn't get paid until after the appeal, guys.
Yeah. You don't think he's going to not care?
No, but here's the thing. Like, what they're doing here by appealing is just buying themselves more time to come up with the money.
Yeah.
That's a large part of it, too, because Gawker doesn't want to go under.
They should.
They definitely should. No, I'm going to call them. Can we make a fake sex tape for me?
Sure, Andrew's got a couple.
With Andrew?
Sure, as long as I have a big penis.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man Show will be right back.
Have you ever wanted something so bad that you do just about anything for it? Well, that's exactly how we feel about you. That's right. AdamandEve.com wants you so bad. We're giving you 10 free gifts with your first order. You heard me right. That's 10 free gifts to spice up your love life. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, an adventurous toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. That's 10 free gifts for you shy types who've never tried Adam and Eve before. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, a sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code DEAL30 at checkout and you'll get all 10 free gifts, including free shipping. That's offer code DEAL30. That's DEAL30 at AdamandEve.com.
Welcome back You're listening to The Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital with your host, Michael Flores.
We're back. Rain Man Show. RM Channel 001. You can find this show on your TuneIn app. Just search RM Channel 001. Also, the Rain Man Digital app now available in the iTunes Store as well as Google Play. Search for it. Download it. Add it to your little front part of your phone there and listen. Take this show anywhere you want to go, including all the rest of the shows in this network. I'm getting excited, Thomas, for the video.
Which one?
The video, the Roku channel.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, it's coming along.
No
I have all my equipment is coming in on Thursday.
Nice.
I'll have everything for all of our cameras, jibs. We're going to have like moving shots in here, tripods. It's going to be insane.
It'll be all really official hot. And stuff. It's going to be hot as shit.
I know. Well, you know what the air conditioner is on right now? I think it's on 65, and it's still...
It does not feel 65 in here.
No. Well, that's why servers, if you ever been in a server room...
Freezing.
Server rooms are like 50 degrees or below.
Yeah.
Because of all those, computers. And this, I think just this corner right here where I work is about... It's got to be at least a 10-degree difference.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
You got 3 monitors alone, dude.
Yeah, no, I have 1, 2, 3, 4... 5.
5?
I have 5 monitors.
You added one?
Yeah, don't try to take away from my setup.
I can't see it around the wall.
I'm the Donald Trump of radio.
I have a TV as well, yes. I'm Donald Trump, and I'm trying to overcompensate.
Oh, God.
That's how I roll. Five monitors deep. It's what I do. It's what I do. Look it up.
Well, what happens if your opponent has 5 monitors? Are you going to get a 6?
I'll get 6. There's no way. Nobody can have 5 monitors. That's only me. Only I can. It's true.
I got a feeling he's in the news again.
What's that?
Trump.
Oh, yeah. Of course he is.
Of course he is.
We've had a ruckus actually here in Arizona because he was here promoting the non-primary. By the way, can the people out there in Arizona media get your effing facts straight?
No.
Even Facebook has share that you're voting today in the Arizona primaries. It is not the Arizona primaries today. That is not until October 30th. Today is what they call the preference election in Arizona. And I apologize right now to our international listeners who gives a shit about one small tiny town overseas to you guys, or tiny state, I should say. But I want to talk about it because I think Donald Trump isn't small news. It's world news at this point. It's all over the place.
I think so.
And he created a ruckus everywhere he's going. And it's like, come on, let's just end this. I mean, there's countries out there who laugh at how long our election process is. And I've said this
3 years.
Yeah, it's nonsense. And even when you're a president in your first term, immediately what you start doing is working on your second term.
It should just be 8 years and be done with it.
Yeah.
Just one term of 8 years.
I'd be okay with that. Maybe even let's split it in half.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, like I'd say 1 6-year term. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And because
that's a Senate term, isn't it?
Yeah. How much do we not get done with all this hoopla for no reason? And then it's just, and I really think it's for no reason. If we have a bad president, let's say, 6 years is a long time. What if you have a bad president? Then we can, worry about doing, getting him kicked out, booted from the office.
Right, because that's so easy to do.
Oh, it is. It's very easy. Clinton was.
We got him right out of there, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Keep your dick in your pants, buddy, or else we're gonna kick you out.
Trump was here. There was a blockade by and listen, I just want to say this. I equally hate the anti-Trump protesters, and I hate the eccentric Trump supporters. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them. You guys realize that no one's listening to your message. You're barking like a loud dog and nobody understands what you're saying. You just look annoying and you look silly.
You are annoying.
I mean,
both ends.
I've never understood the protesting to where you disrupt things like that. I understand a lot of people are saying that, protests aren't supposed to be convenient. And listen, I can get behind protests and I can get behind protests aren't supposed to be convenient. But at the same time, is your message really being is it being stated, your message, or do you look like a bunch of idiots?
Is it even working?
It gets lost in the bullshit that you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cared that they were anti-Trump. It was just stop blocking the fucking road.
Yeah.
It's probably galvanizing that Trump movement even more.
Right.
Exactly.
Those people that were on the fence are now like, fuck you guys.
That's exactly what it's doing. Exactly what it's doing. Now, Bernie Sanders, I mean, I have to say that I'm not against Bernie Sanders, but that guy was annoying this week. Leading up to this weekend.
Dude, so many phone calls.
I got called like 3 or 4 times.
Is that who's been calling?
Yes.
I get random numbers and I just didn't answer it.
It was the burn every time.
3 to 4 phone calls to remind us to vote for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I definitely felt the burn.
I'm not even your demo, Bernie.
You're a person, therefore you're in his demographic.
I'm too insightful.
You're too insightful?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't believe everybody should have free shit. But 3 times on the phone, commercials all over the radio.
Yeah.
I even had a door. Who puts door flyers up? Unless you're a Jehovah's Witness.
You didn't get the people knocking on your door?
Yes, and I ignored it. And my son, and now I know how annoying I was when I was a kid. When my mom didn't want to answer the door. I'm sitting there chilling, and I'm busy.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting down for the first time all day.
Right.
I have a glass of wine. I'm kicking off the shoes. I'm putting them up, and the minute I sit down,
they were looking through the window. Like, all right, he's down. Go. God damn it!
I'm like, shh. I look at my son. I'm like,
it's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
exactly. Nobody say a goddamn word.
It was exactly like Jurassic Park.
Shut the fuck up.
And I looked at my son. I'm like,
like Mission Impossible.
And he's all, why, Dad? Someone's at the door, though, Dad.
There's someone here. We got him. The kid made a mistake.
Yeah,
red team go. Red team go.
Tell you what, if you hear someone talking and snickering and shushing for 30 seconds, Bernie Sanders, people, just walk away. Walk away. Leave me alone. You're not going to convince me to vote right then and there when I'm barely sitting down on 2 hours of sleep and I have a glass of wine in my hands. I'm not voting. If I'm drunk, I'm probably going to vote for Hillary.
Oh, God.
Nobody give Mike any alcohol until after November.
But anyways, getting back to this election for Arizona, it's kind of funny and it's a bit confusing because nobody knows. And I think that's
exactly?
Nobody
why are we even voting?
Nobody knows.
If it's not the primary or the election, who cares?
Okay, I'm going to read this just so people who are listening, who have voted today, let you guys know that what you did today doesn't really make a difference. It really doesn't, guys. Like this article explains exactly what now, if it was the primary, that's different.
Right.
Okay. First off, today you could actually vote for people still who've already dropped from the race.
Jesus Christ.
So you have Jeb Bush on there. Like, can't you update your records really fast?
We have to print out a lot more sheets, and these are already stapled.
It's too much effort.
There's going to be some hanging chads there.
They should have like a kill sheet, of everyone that like Bernie and Hillary and Trump.
Cross it off with a Sharpie.
Yeah. Gangster style. Get ghetto with it. How awesome would that be if Trump or Hillary had like a running tally on the back of their like campaign speeches and there's like another one bites the dust.
Day 47, 37 killed.
I might jump parties for that.
Right.
Whoever does that first, I'm voting.
They got the kill on their bus. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. Okay, so the Tuesdays, and I know people are going to probably argue with this. I'm probably going to get messages in the next couple days. Oh, it matters. Okay. Tuesday's presidential preference election in Arizona is not a primary election. Okay, news organizations? Okay, you should know your facts. Number 2, the election will merely clarify for whom delegates to the Republican and Democratic national conventions will vote. Now, remember this also. If you're not a Democrat or Republican or Green, for some reason they decide to throw Green in there just so people don't complain, guess what? You have no voice today. Yeah. You cannot vote. So if you're libertarian or you're independent or you're one of the countless other parties that are out there, guess what? You cannot vote during this preference election. Now,
so what's it for then?
I'm going to get into it. It's a preliminary, non-binding election. And the winner will not necessarily appear on the state's November general election ballot.
So it's just for shits and giggles?
I'm still trying to figure it out. Nobody is
like a poll.
Every single website that actually gives you a definition of the preference election says the exact same thing. There is no clear definement, but from what it's saying that almost doesn't matter. Now, Pima County Deputy Recorder and Register of Voters Chris Rhodes said that, for example, Hillary Clinton won the Democratic presidential preference in 2008, but Barack Obama's name was on November's general election ballot. It's because you know who chooses those? Not us.
It's the DNC.
Right.
Yeah, the party chooses their rep.
Right. And we basically, this is the feel good. What do you guys prefer? Like Tony.
It's a poll.
Tony, who do you prefer? Do you prefer, a chocolate ice cream or cherry vanilla?
Doesn't really matter at this point.
Well, what's your preference, Tony?
Doesn't matter though at this point.
But what's your preference? Chocolate or a Rocky Road or maybe Cherry's Jubilee?
How about vanilla?
You know what? It doesn't matter anyways. Here's cherry. Like that's
really? This is all I got? This is all I got?
I know
really is, isn't
listen,
it?
Tony, I know you said you wanted vanilla, but I mean, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get Cherry's Jubilee because that's what we have. That's what you know what?
This isn't vanilla.
I decided I was just going to make the decision for you. And then I'm going to give you basically here.
Then why am I here?
Ignore all of this. Ignore all of this over here. And I'm going to go in and give you the choices I ultimately want you to choose from. That's basically what the preference election is, guys. That's why it's completely and utterly horseshit.
I don't even remember it being around a couple years ago. Has it been around?
It has, but things have, because of the internet and media, things are becoming more hyped and sensationalized.
Idiots think that you can vote today.
Yeah, and you can, and it's good that people have voted. I'm not going to ever say. First off, I'm happy to see that people are getting involved. No, I don't care if you're for Hillary, Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, the Chomo himself. Like, I don't care who you are voting for. The fact that more and more people are getting involved is a good thing for this country.
Yeah.
It is a good thing. Even if some people may not completely be educated on the ups and downs, at least people are trying to get involved. And that's a huge plus because who knows, maybe in 4 years or in 8 years, we're going to completely have our heads out of our asses in this country and actually elect someone that makes a difference, like a true difference. And that's the plus side of it.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could still get written in? I want Brian.
Yes.
Brian and our ticket needs to be written in.
That's right. Sabal and Smith, 2016, No Fist Left Behind.
Yes. Exactly.
Listen, Tony, we already gave you vanilla ice cream, so
good.
I'm
He
sorry.
wants more.
The SS
Andrew,
party.
The SS party.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew. So
the SS party.
Yes.
It's on Facebook.
Yes.
It's official.
Yes.
It's official.
Yes.
You know what that means.
Thomas,
God damn
Thomas, please. Andrew is my minister of propaganda. Please, he's my minister of propaganda, and Brian is my Dr. Mengele.
So Jesus.
He's so goddamn proud of
Bring me the twins.
Yeah, absolutely.
My God.
I thought you were for eugenics.
if you guys wake up tomorrow morning and you listen to the show on demand, just go to the Facebook page. I'll have Andrew's been working vigorously on Tony's campaign, his presidential campaign. It's I don't know if it's too late to get you in there, Tony.
I think we can still get on the ballot.
We absolutely can.
We actually have official press music, his election music. It's right here.
Oh, God.
Tony.
Tony's having trouble trying to sleep. Tony's counting fish but running out. Tony, your ass is numb. His fist is in your bum. Tony, no rest for butthole. What are you, dumb? Grab the lube, here we go.
If the fist did not fit, you must have quit.
All right, that's your song. Can't you see Tony jumping up on stage like that?
I absolutely can.
I can see why Andrew joined the party.
I can't wait to see this press conference.
Yes, I can't wait, especially with the SS party behind us and everything.
I can't believe the SS party.
Brilliant.
It's Sabal Smith, guys. Sabal Smith.
I have to.
And nothing else.
I have to say that. I got to give the props to Andrew.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
You're welcome.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, now I think we need a speech. I mean, are we going to get a speech?
Well, hold on. I haven't written the speech yet.
Yeah.
So you're his running mate, Brian?
I have to be. Who else is going to do it?
Well, I want to hear from Tony because he's the president-elect. And
do we have time because it's
his platform is very long and vigorous.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know you have something to say. Come on.
Well, I just like to say, to my fellow Americans,
your constituents.
Yeah, my constituents, my fellow Americans, and those listening across the airwaves, across the pond, even in our European friends and our Asian friends, and even those across the border in Mexico. While you could take a break while you're assembling at the
let's liven it up.
Cheap stuff. I just wanted to tell you that we are living in trying times at this moment. We are living amongst idiots.
All right.
Who claim to be presidential candidates.
What are you going to do to your protesters? So we know someone like you is going to have protesters. I think you're worse than Donald Trump.
I will threaten fisting, public fisting.
Public fisting.
Yeah, I will threaten public fisting. You've seen those videos of sucker punches, sucker fisting.
Oh my God.
Sucker fisting.
Don't laugh directly in the mic.
I'm behind this 110% as Tony's running mate.
That's why Brian Smith is a perfect running mate. Because he knows the effects of sucker fisting.
Whoa.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Whoa.
No, you can imagine. You have a vivid imagination.
I can imagine. Thank you. I don't know.
You see those protesters, Mike. They come around, they're protesting, they're interrupting, trying to say all this sort of shit,
existing
and everything.
In my face.
Trying to interrupt and trying to really, all this huge interruptions. No more of this. I do not condone sucker punching. You dumb ass fuck cunts. I endorse sucker fisting. We just it's perfect.
It's been actually, it's been released to Gawker recently, Tony.
Yes.
That after you do public fistings, you're also going to then shame people publicly as well.
Shame. Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Their prolapsed asses will be all over the internet.
Yes. We will see how prolapsed each of these asses will become.
Jesus.
Shame.
These individuals that are prolapsing, they will have prolapsed mouths. What? We are talking about
that's not a thing, Tony.
We are talking about constipation of the mind and diarrhea from the mouth. You understand me? You understand these individuals, these so-called presidential candidates. Am I the only one that sees that Donald Trump's hair is a fucking raccoon? Am I the only one that notices that raccoon has been up there for a long time? That guy definitely needs
this isn't
a public
in the script.
fisting.
I didn't write this
right there. I am more than happy. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and give public fisting to Bill and Hillary. Jesus. Bill's used to it.
This is what he does. You realize,
Bill's
Thomas,
used to it.
Every time he's got to he's got to rev the engine up.
And you
it's really slow for the first 60 seconds.
You look at Ted Cruz, after I'm done with my public fisting to Ted Cruz, he's going to want to go back to Canada and go ahead and claim himself to be a Canadian. And Bernie Sanders.
All right, I think that's enough for you.
And Bernie Sanders, Doc Brown, I will go ahead and give Doc Brown his public fisting as well.
I don't even know what he's saying.
You understand?
Back to the Future came
no fist left behind, my friend.
All right, I think I
don't know what happened, but I feel uncomfortable.
Don't go nowhere. The Rain Man Show will be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to The Rain Man Show on Rain Man Digital with your host, Michael Flores.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Rain Man Show. If you're just tuning in,
they were good here last weekend.
Disturbed?
Yeah, they were good.
Thanks for that report. Very in depth.
I thought somebody had something else to say. He couldn't hit some of the highs, sadly.
Oh, really?
In the beginning.
No,
he hadn't warmed up.
Singing is pretty tough.
The end of the show, he got him.
Oh, okay, cool. He's a great singer, man.
He is.
It's I don't think rock singers get enough credit, honestly, for their voices, because the focus, I would say, is more or less on
The instruments.
The music itself a lot of times in rock. But when you get a rock band with a fabulous singer, it just makes it that much better.
Yeah.
And he really is a good singer. So we're going to get into news in a moment, Andrew. Are you getting ready over there?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Olivia Newton-John, the chick from Grease.
Oh, okay.
Her ex is reportedly alive. Now, this is the story, okay? He went missing 11 years ago, and everyone assumed he was dead and gone. He was found in Mexico. 11 years later, he was found alive and well in Mexico. Now,
just like hanging out?
Yeah, just hanging out. The thing that is funny about this has to be the fact that what the fuck is wrong with Olivia Newton-John that this guy had to completely burn rubber, pedal to the metal. How does that make Olivia Newton-John feel? Knowing that somebody completely disappeared out of her life and is living in Mexico, another country.
Stop living my life as I know it.
Vanish into the darkness.
To get away from you. Because I know that you'll never stop coming for me.
So stupid.
Like, that's terrifying, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wasn't that dude, like, super rich, too?
I think so. I have the article here in a moment. I probably should have thrown in the news, but let's see here. Olivia Newton-John's former boyfriend who disappeared 11 years ago has been found secretly, see, that's the key word there, secretly living in Mexico with a new lover.
Wow.
According to fresh reports, Woman's Day claims Patrick McDermott, who is not Dermot, it's Dermott, who dated the Australian star for 9 years, has been found alive and well after vanishing on a fishing trip more than a decade ago.
He jumped off the boat.
I gotta get away from this bitch.
I'm sick and tired of this bitch. I gotta get out of here.
Hold on, guys. I think this is the first time we can say that somebody left America and went to Mexico on a boat.
Oh. Would they call him a wetback, you think?
No, dude. No, I think it's... Well, I don't know. What would you call that? He's not white.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's not white. He looks... I think he's an Australian Aboriginal.
Oh, Jesus.
Call him an eagle fucker?
No, I didn't call him an eagle.
Whoa,
No,
would you? Would you if he...
What is wrong with you? Put your shoes back on.
And Andrew, how long have you been on the show now?
A few months.
Okay, and what's the thing in front of you when you speak?
A microphone?
Okay, why were you talking away from the microphone?
He's tying his shoes.
This is what he was doing. What did you call him? You called him an eagle? What did you call him? I mean, what did you say? I'm like, what did you say? Like, he's getting farther and farther away from the mic.
Yeah, did you see what he was doing? He's tying his shoes.
Yeah, he took his shoes off at some point.
He was
Mike.
trying to get too comfortable.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I think he wanted to give me a footsie.
Andrew was completely out of sorts when you guys were both in the studio.
He literally couldn't keep his clothes on.
All right.
It's like
he sees high-pitched giggles lately.
It's like he's seeing his dream girl right across from the room and going...
I knew I should have worn pants today.
Jesus.
Do you think your lover would run away from you, Andrew? Go to Mexico.
If she listens to the show, hopefully not.
I don't know. May happen.
She was on it, so...
It's systematic. It's hydromatic. Why, it's greased lightning.
He probably was listening to the song as he was jetting away from her. So long, bitch! I'm out of here!
Just like on a jet ski across the whole ocean.
He's all doing the dance out of there.
He's going, freedom!
It was just summer loving, bitch. Oh, man. All right, Andrew, I think we need to get into news, but I do need to pull up all your stuff, all your music bits, so give me a second here.
I like how when the Grease song kicks in, though, Andrew started dancing. Of course he did. Of course he did.
It's a catchy song.
All homos love musicals.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'll just say I love musicals, too, so it's completely stereotyped.
It's one of those squares, rectangle, but a rectangle's not a square.
Right. All right, here we go. We got some music for you. Let me get you first. Let me get the vortex
my
music.
Hand. Grab my hand, Mike. You're getting too far into this vortex.
We're getting into the news.
My hand.
I can't.
Grab my hand.
I'm falling.
No, Mike. Come back. Mike, come back. Come back.
Buzz your butt.
Come back. Oh, no.
I don't need no carrying
Is this my new song?
'cause you know that you're gay.
This is my new song, isn't it? I want it. Why can't it just rain men like every other day?
Know you are gay. All of your life. You should come out. I think it's really about time. You know that you're gay. You're really gay.
Take us away. What do we have in the news?
First things first, this morning, the Brussels attacks in Germany.
Brussels attacks in Belgium.
Belgium, sorry. What did I say?
Not Germany.
Not
You
Germany,
said
Belgium.
Germany.
He's just as bad as the news here in Arizona.
After said attack, surveillance footage from a cab driver offer clues in the investigation onto who is behind these attacks. According to CNN, a grainy image from surveillance footage, a man dressed in light-colored clothes, wearing a hat and pushing
Way
a
to
bag.
bring us down to zero, Andrew.
Yeah.
Like, we were like all on cloud nine, and then like...
He's a
30 people
newsreader.
dying,
He's a
tragic.
newsreader. He just reads what's in front of
read
him.
what's in front of me.
Who put the news? Who put that as the first topic?
You did!
Jesus. Someone needs to fire me. ASAP. All right, continue with Brussels. And you know what? Andrew did come up to me before the show, Thomas.
Yeah.
And he actually asked us to be respectful during the news.
Well, that was.
I mean, that just, see how he knows us?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's a bad thing, but sometimes, silliness helps heal the wounds.
Well, some people,
Exactly.
Right. But Andrew asked us to be serious, and also he asked us to give it a moment of silence as well.
on a
which
radio show.
Yeah,
see,
you could tell he's a professional.
My problem is that, do you see Anderson Cooper asking for a moment of silence?
No.
Do you? No.
But I think he does ask to wax his butthole.
Do you see Megyn Kelly asking for a moment of silence?
Only from Donald Trump.
I ask for a moment of silence when I'm ready to fist. Okay, do you understand?
All right. That's enough.
All right, let's get back to the real.
What is Brussels? What happened in Brussels today?
A grainy image from surveillance footage shows a man dressed in light-colored clothes wearing a hat and pushing a baggage cart through the Brussels airport. It is one key piece of evidence that authorities are looking at as they search for suspects after the two explosions at the airport and another at a busy metro station in the Belgian capital on Tuesday this morning. Killed at least 30 people and wounded over 230 others.
Jesus.
ISIS, of course, has claimed responsibility for the coordinated attacks. Yep.
Yeah. Wait, hold on, real quick. That "of course" comment I think is absolutely wrong.
Okay.
There's been plenty of terrorist shit that ISIS didn't take credit for.
Not recently.
Not recently, but we all know that ISIS is the biggest terrorist organization that we know of.
But they also want you to think they're bigger and everywhere.
Right. But
that's why they claim every attack.
But at the same time, this is also very similar to the attacks on France.
I'm not saying it's not connected.
I mean,
I'm
it
just
makes
saying
sense, but I just don't think that the "of course" is fair.
You're absolutely right. You bring up a very, very good point.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second, and you can get back to that. There was an article recently that surfaced from actually a reputable independent news site that went into the fact that ISIS isn't as big as ISIS is not as big as they want us to believe, and that they will quickly claim almost every single terrorist attack, even if they had nothing to do with it, because they want to portray that they're much bigger than they really are. Now, everywhere. I'm not saying they're not dangerous, because they are, because they're obviously helping to radicalize more Muslims, sadly. Even if they aren't that big, the fact that they're claiming it and they're a known entity. And this article is out. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll post it on our Facebook page tomorrow morning. Go ahead and continue.
You guys both bring up good points, because the article then goes on to say that authorities do say it is too soon to say for sure whether or not they were involved in the attacks. Belgian authorities say the man in white is one of 3 suspects tied to the airport attack. The other 2 died in the explosions.
Does it really matter, though, if it's ISIS or the Taliban? I mean, they're all screaming Allah Akbar before they blow themselves up. You're all extremists, so it doesn't really matter what road or what side of the track you're on. If you're blowing innocent people up and you're screaming Allah Akbar, and before you screamed Allah Akbar, you're praising Muhammad and kneeling towards Mecca. Guess what? It doesn't matter if you're ISIS, if you're a Taliban, or who's the other one that doesn't exist anymore?
Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda. It's all the same.
I think it's just for them to try and find other people they're connected to.
I just hate all those people.
Yeah.
The third man left a bomb at the airport, but it didn't explode, and now we're looking for this guy, a Belgian interior minister, Jean Jambon, told CNN. A photograph released by investigators shows the three suspects side by side. Federal prosecutor Frederick van Leeuw...
They were caught alive?
No.
Okay.
They were on tape. Two of them that were killed and the other guy's missing.
What else does it say, Andrew?
The taxi driver contacted authorities after seeing surveillance footage of his taxi and gave them the address where he picked the men up, according to two U.S. officials briefed on the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That information prompted authorities to raid the residence after the attacks, officials said. And I don't...
See, now there you could say, okay, obviously... Well, maybe not obviously, but ISIS is probably connected to this one.
Or these guys are copycats.
Wanting to be part of that.
They want to be known as ISIS guys, whatever. It doesn't matter. Either way, that means they're ISIS.
So is there any more up-to-date news on the outcome of this?
No, other than how many were killed and wounded at either site.
All right, well, what else do we have in the news?
Let's get a little bit happy and doing a little bit of charity with Starbucks, saying that they will donate all of its unsold food to America's needy. A little bit of a pick-me-up
like
here.
Pumpkin bread and coffee cake?
Yeah, for the homeless. It's going to be
Does
delicious.
that include, like, the coffee?
I don't know. Maybe. Starbucks has...
awake all the time then and asking you for change?
So not only are they going to have, like, methamphetamines, they're going to have, like, caffeine and pumpkin bread.
Oh, yeah.
Running through their system.
Having homeless people drinking lattes.
Right?
That you left behind.
Basic homeless bitches.
Right.
Exactly.
Be like, you know what? I just can't really wake up in the morning until I feed my pigeon and drink my caramel mocha frappuccino. Like, come
Jesus.
All right, what else does it say, Andy?
What does it say? First off, Starbucks has a new plan to minimize food waste at its U.S. locations. The company says it's teaming up with the Food Donation Connection and Feeding America program, known as Food Share, that will allow the company to donate all of its leftover prepared meals to food banks. With this program, the FDC will pick up the food each day at 7,600 Starbucks-operated U.S. locations, and Feeding America will redistribute it.
Yeah, you know what? I could get behind that. You know, why should this food go waste? Go to waste. But at the same time, are we then
helping? We're not solving a problem.
We're not really solving a problem. We're throwing.
What you're saying is we're not teaching a man how to fish.
Right.
We're just giving him a fish.
Exactly.
So he eats for a day.
Exactly. Like
in the shape of delicious pastries.
It's more of a Band-Aid. You're not really fixing the problem.
Yeah.
Our employment rates have gone up in the last 3 years. Like there's less people out of work, but there's more people still needing government assistance.
Yeah.
So the system is flawed.
Well, just because you have a part-time job means the employment rate goes up or goes down, I should say.
But there's more people. How is that? How is that?
Pay for anything?
Well, it's because
I get
cost
how
of
it
living
works.
has risen and basic pay has not. And that's what the problem is.
But
that's what Bernie wants to fix.
Yeah.
And Tony and I on our no fist
you know
left
what?
behind.
You know what? Bernie Sanders should get elected, and then once he raises the minimum wage for everybody, we'll just have electronic checkouts everywhere for McDonald's, Taco Bell, and then guess what? There'll be no jobs. They'll be given to the robots because none of these companies can afford it.
But I'd get my order right, so I'm okay with that.
That's a valid point.
You don't want.
And then
Bernie.
everyone would be happier in general. Could help other ways.
You don't want Bernie. He's prolapsed.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
All right. What else does this article say, Andrew? Or should we move on?
We can move on.
Okay.
There isn't really anything else in here except for some stats on Feeding America and how long they've been working.
Go ahead and give me those stats. I think people need to know.
Well, Feeding America, according to Feeding America, 7 billion pounds of food are wasted in the U.S. every year. 70 billion. Yes, sorry. Starbucks says it aims to donate 100% what is left over and will donate almost 5 million meals at the end of its first year participating in the food share program.
70 billion. Jesus.
Yeah. There are a few.
See, and that's where it's it's such a hard situation because why throw away good food that could be given to people?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why prolong the lives of the homeless?
Oh, Jesus
Christ. Excellent point,
Another
Mr.
column
Smith.
to stand on for your platform?
Go ahead. Rebuke. Go ahead.
So basically, you and Tony will be putting together the Hard Target.
Purge.
Like Hard Target, like that movie directed by John Woo and starred Van Damme where they kill the homeless.
Exactly.
They become the hunted.
No. It's going to be more like that Ice Cube movie where he was homeless and then got hunted by those guys in the woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be more like like that.
And then we'll process the old people into Soylent Green.
Exactly.
Oh my God! All right, what else do we have in the news, Andrew?
Continuing on the up note, a Sumatran rhino is sighted in Indonesian Borneo for the first time in 40 years. Smallest of the Asian rhino species that number fewer than 100 in the wild.
World.
Is captured in a wooden pit in Borneo to protect it and relocate it.
He's so cute.
He's adorable.
All right, read the news. No commentary.
Conservationists have made the first physical contact in over 4 decades with the Sumatran rhino in Indonesian Borneo. The smallest of the 3 Asian rhino series, hairy rhino numbers have plummeted to fewer than 100 on Earth due to hunting and habitat loss with the last wild populations in Kalimantan, Borneo, and the island of Sumatra. Experts said the capture of the female rhino on March 12th was outstanding and unprecedented, and marked the first live sighting of one in the area in over 40 years.
I like how news stories these days repeat the same sentence 3 fucking times.
17 times, like 40 years.
Well, you got to remember, people. It doesn't sink in. People are reading like, huh? What does it say?
Simon Stewart says that it's a very, very rare thing. A rhino expert at the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, who said the dense rainforest and remote nature of the area made sightings difficult.
I like this. It's a very green topic.
It is. It's nice. Yeah. It's a really exciting find, said Glenn Davies, conservation director.
Very exciting. I think the audience is falling asleep.
Yep.
Again, who put in these articles?
Although,
again?
you know what? I'd rather, I'm glad something like this is happening, honestly, than, I mean, we have these programs that are helping these animals basically defeat
extinction
when they're in the face of extinction.
Yeah.
That we've caused. So, it's a good thing. I mean, you got to believe in the circle of life. And I think every animal, creature, even insects, all have its purpose. And when one of them goes out, there is a gap there that I think things that may even affect us that we don't really quite understand as a species. So I think things like this is actually important. In fact, I think helping animals is more important than helping people by giving them 70 million pounds of free, 70 billion pounds of free food.
People don't.
No, I think people need to die more, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, just boom. One shot.
One more.
One shot.
One shot to the back of the head. Hey, if your IQ's below a certain amount and you offer nothing to society, guess what? I'm going to one bullet to the back of the head and you're going to be food for the rhino here.
You know what? Hold on. No. Why waste a bullet?
Solution.
Why waste a bullet? Just use that gun from No Country. And you're good to go. Like,
part of the SS party over here.
Exactly.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Honestly,
it is the final solution.
Hold on. None of us, I think, could ever be in office because, first off, Thomas believes in
eugenics 2016 and every year after.
I want to kill people that don't deserve to live. Tony wants to fist and rape everybody.
No,
and
more
Brian,
than that.
And Brian's along for the fun and the ride of it.
I was gonna say,
all three.
Hold on. It's really sad, though, that I'm actually the most level of everybody sitting here. I have literally said nothing.
Yeah, but you're there with a smirk, laughing.
Yeah. But so I'm perfect as a politician. I have said nothing while saying nothing. It's fantastic.
All right, Andrew, what else do we have in the news?
Pennsylvania goldfish gets life-saving braces.
No one cares.
Listen, I tried to give Andrew some responsibility this week. I told him, and these are all his news topics so far, okay, guys? So you want to blame somebody, blame him.
This one I had to include just because.
No, you didn't.
It's ridiculous. How often? Okay.
How often do we have ridiculous news? Every week.
So everyone who's still listening, because I know some people have signed out, I could see. Please forgive me. I want to show what producing the news would look like if Andrew did the news topics.
Wait. Time out. Mike, are you telling me that Andrew came up with these topics?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
What? What's wrong?
Hence the uber depressing and funny, fuzzy pet news.
Exactly what I thought of it, too.
Dude, I'm going to stick the goldfish in your ass.
He's got a cute name. He's named Mr. Hot Wing. That's adorable.
Oh,
I don't care if the fucking fish talks.
He's a fish.
It's a fish.
A hot wing is supposed to be from a chicken or called buffalo wings, so a fish has nothing to do with either.
What did you say, Andrew? It's adorable?
It's adorable.
Is it adorable if I stick it up your ass?
Hold on. It was a goldfish that's born.
You want to suck cock. You say that you're straight, but we know that you're not.
How's it alive then?
I'm just amazed at the procedure, personally.
All right. Okay.
We went from Brussels to goldfish.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the next news topic, please.
What about that stripper who burned her puss?
Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to the burning pussy? What happened to the burning pussy?
Jesus Christ. All right, this show. Everyone calm down. Andrew, what else do we have in the news?
Donald Trump just I know, he's in the news every week. Donald Trump just threatened to spill the beans on Ted Cruz's wife.
Okay, what are those beans? I hope they're
hates
interesting.
him.
If it involves a goldfish, I'm punching you.
All right.
Within a matter of seconds on Tuesday night, Donald Trump tweeted and deleted an apparent threat involving Cruz's wife. The tweet, captured automatically by the Fix's internal chat software. Wow, that is some low-level ad you did using a picture of Melina in a GQ shoot. Be careful or I will spill the beans on your wife.
Wait, is Ted Cruz's wife hot?
I don't know. Maybe.
Can someone bring up pictures of Ted Cruz's wife? Because she was in a GQ photo shoot?
No. It was Donald Trump's wife in a GQ photo shoot.
Well, I know that, but why is he talking about... Okay, so someone... Okay.
He was upset that they put out that picture of his wife.
Oh, of his wife. So he said he was going to spill the beans about his wife.
From a public shoot, he's mad.
Sure. Because why not?
Who cares anyways? Like, are we in the 80s and 90s and the 60s and the 70s? We're in 2016. Who cares?
Has breasts.
She's
My
hot.
God.
She's hot.
Yeah, it's dumb.
All right. What does it say?
Within a few minutes, he deleted the original and retweeted a better one, I guess.
But what's the spill the beans, though?
There's nothing yet. The whole
empty thread, I think.
It's empty thread, yeah. It's not clear why he tweeted or deleted the tweet in the first place. He is known to delete with typos.
What if he has a
blah,
sex
blah,
tape?
blah.
Trying to sell to Gawker.
They're broke.
It was of Hulk Hogan.
Heidi Cruz left a job at Goldman Sachs to report on Ted Cruz's presidential bid and her struggle with a depression. And one acute episode in particular have been previously reported. Trump consistently brags about having done no polling, and it's not clear that his team has done basic opposition research, so the odds are decent that the apparent threat may be nothing more than something Trump heard.
Okay, don't trail off when you do the news.
Did I?
Yeah, don't trail off because you get cut off. So just kind of like keep on talking and use, project all the way through.
All right, Trump hasn't been. Well, that's all the article says.
All right. Well, what else do we have in the news, Andrew? He's just really out of sorts.
He's just nervous.
He's out of sorts this week.
He's nervous in front of Brian and Thomas.
All right, what else do we have in the news, Andrew? Let's get through this.
Jerry Brown signs a bill that could let illegal aliens vote.
Sounds like a good plan.
Right on Saturday, California Governor Jerry Brown signed Assembly Bill 1461, the new Motor Voter Act, which will automatically register people to vote through the DMV and could result in illegal aliens voting.
I'm sorry, but that's completely against the point of voting in a country. Any country.
Wait, hold on. The bill isn't for illegal aliens to vote. It's
right.
to make it easier to register.
Hold on. Let him read the article. It is a clickbait title.
Right.
But when you read the article, it basically, it's trying to get you to get upset. But what he's proposing isn't ludicrous. It's just kind of going to leave open a loophole there. So go into the article and read it.
This article is by Breitbart.com, so take that as you will. Any person who renewed or secured driver's licenses through the DMV may now register to vote or choose to opt out of doing so. Because illegal immigrants are now eligible for obtaining driver's licenses, they could be allowed to vote in elections if Secretary of State's office fails to verify their eligibility properly.
So it's that they.
So it's someone dropping the ball.
They could slip through easy.
There's a lot of what ifs.
That doesn't happen already.
Of course, but there is a lot of what ifs. It says they could be allowed to vote in the elections if the Secretary of State's office fails to verify these eligibility properly. But the thing is that in an election, you have so many checks and balances. If something looks weird and it looks kind of funky, the polls, you're going to have the other side going in there like, all right, let's get these recounted and find out who actually was counted in these votes.
Right.
And if they see that it's Berta and Juan Ortega, who just suddenly appeared onto the scene, guess what? Chances are they're not going to count their vote. So, yes, it is a little bit of a, I wouldn't say gray area, but it's an area of concern for some who don't want that to happen. And some people, what they're saying that this can possibly be the first step to making it easier because there's a lot of talk about them trying to legalize people who are not necessarily citizens to vote. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. What else do we have in the news, Andrew?
Why do we kiss with our eyes closed? Psychologist reveals why we do it with our eyes shut. Unless you're really not feeling constantly vigilant, much like sneezing, kissing is nigh on impossible with your eyes open. Up until now, you've probably accepted it as just one of those things. After all, who wants to get overly analytical about kissing? Simply put, our brains can't handle it, according to a study carried out by the Royal
I kiss with my eyes wide open.
Dude, it's fun.
It's funny. I stared at him. Stare him down.
No, Mike and I stare into each other's eyes every night before bed.
Why do you got to include me in this?
Wait, why do you have to be the Mike that I'm talking about? What is that? Some wishful thinking there, buddy?
The study more scientifically concluded our gray matter struggles to process another sense while also concentrating on the visual stimuli. So, looking at the object of our affections while kissing them doesn't really go well for our squishy bits inside of
It's
our
just
skulls.
awkward. Have you ever tried to? Have you ever opened your eyes while you're making
My
out?
favorite thing to do is make out and just stare at them until they stare back at me.
Look how he's looking
It's
at you
fun.
two.
Yeah.
He's all.
Yeah.
He's, look at.
He did
Because I can make out. I can look at them. I can't look at
He
you.
did the eye finger point.
No, and he did this. He did that thing that you do when you see a hot chick at a gym, and you like really quick the eyes go like that, but you don't want to stare.
Right.
That's what he did to you guys when you saw it. Saying,
Yeah, I don't want to look over there now. I'm afraid.
it's so uncomfortable. Okay, now Thomas, have you ever did one of those where when you're kissing? I want to see things because I know I'll open my eyes in the middle, not like maybe not more than a second.
I've done it,
but I want to make sure she doesn't have a knife coming at me.
What kind of bitches are you dating, man?
Crazy ones.
That's true.
You and I are the same boat.
I've opened my eyes a couple of times, like during a makeout session, especially when I was
What do you
younger.
see? What do you see?
And you just see face. That's all you can see.
Do you ever look around a little bit like?
No, I never do that. I'm not like checking out the area for her dad or anything like that.
That 14-year-old you were with last week?
Right, yeah. But once I
fruit.
got older, it never occurred to me to stare at them creepily. It just feels weird.
It's true.
Now, then again, Brian and Andrew might disagree with that, but
No, it is. That would be odd. Like if I was making out with some chick and I opened my eyes and she was like intently staring at me,
I'd be scared to death.
I would run away.
Then I would look for the knife.
That's funny.
Right. At that point, you look for, a roofie, a knife, Tabasco sauce to throw in the condom when you're done.
Oh, gee, is that a thing?
You don't put Tabasco in your condoms when you throw them away?
Serious for a second. Is that a thing?
So that they don't turn it inside out.
Oh, but is that a thing that people do?
Yeah, dude, that's at the NBA Rookie Symposium. They talk about it.
Do you just carry around? You're carrying around like jalapeno. And
No, just one of those little Tapatio bottles, bro. You just keep one of those in your car.
What's that stuff that's popular now? The Asian stuff?
Oh,
sriracha.
the
Put some
sriracha.
sriracha in
That
it.
would work. That would work. I'm sure that would burn the shit out of an inside of a vagina.
Or you end up fathering a Mexican.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Oh, Tony with the win.
All right. What else do we have in the news, Andrew?
Raw meat lover has like
Is
the
that your
food,
handle on Twitter?
Yes, but no, the food has a 16-foot tapeworm pulled from his intestines after complaining of a stomachache.
Jesus Christ, did you pick this one?
Oh, yeah. No, this one I did not pick. No. Doctors were left stunned after they removed a 16-foot-long tapeworm from the body of a meat lover who complained of a stomachache. The 45-year-old man is said to be a lover of Japanese raw meat and a fish dish sashimi, which
He must
is
eat
absolutely
raw meat
delicious.
all the time then. He must eat raw meat all the time.
Doesn't your family eat raw meat, Tony? I thought you guys eat fish.
No, cat.
So racist.
Only on special holidays.
Right.
Yeah.
Every day that ends in Y is a special holiday.
No, like if you eat like most sushi, it'll be raw fish. But this sounds like a guy that eats nothing but raw meat.
I'm gonna be sick.
All right, what else does it say? What else?
The man, named only as Chen, was examined at the 303 hospital in Nanning, capital of South China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, where doctors found oncosphere, or tapeworm eggs, in his stool.
Wow.
Another parasite, known as the Oriental liver fluke, was found to be attacking his liver, causing symptoms such as abdominal discomfort, nausea, and diarrhea.
He's never going to have to be worried about fisting anymore now.
Doctors gave Chen the drug praziquantel in a bid to flush out the parasitic infections out of his body.
Was this guy living in a village?
This had to be right.
They all do.
This is actually really, really common where a
Where
lot of people
crap and eat?
No, well, yeah, but there was a story that broke of this is completely sort of related, where she was eating
vortex time.
raw pork for 15 years, and she had maggots in her muscle tissue and her brain.
Oh, man.
So don't do that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Ever.
Yeah, God said don't eat raw pork.
I'll see if I can find the X-ray
He was
for it.
onto something. That Bible's onto something. Also says to circumcise yourself. It was onto something.
Back to
All right, what else does it say?
The parasite was identified as a beef tapeworm, which a doctor said developed due to Chen's regular consumption of raw beef from his favorite sashimi dish. Tapeworms, fun fact, can grow up to 52 feet long.
Wow.
Live for up to 30 years on a host, and were used as weight loss during the 1920s here in America.
Oh, I can do that. I'd do that.
Nope.
Yeah, Thomas, we talked about this, Thomas. We wanted to get in shape, really good shape for the video feed that we're going to be having soon.
So you're going to go the tapeworm route?
I think we should just jam tapeworms down our esophagus.
Tapeworms in mono.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
I'll go with the mono or
HIV as well.
Whoa.
Yeah, HIV.
No, hold on.
Can we borrow some from
Can we
you,
do
Andrew?
meth instead? Can we just do meth?
Can we borrow some HIV from you, Andrew, please? We promise to give it back.
Oh, dude, no. Tapeworms, all I think of is the movie Alien. And just, it's
They don't
live
pop out of
in
you.
They just go all the way.
Watch it happen.
They can. They can.
They
pop
crawl out of your belly button. It's fine.
They just go with Ebola.
They're just like, hey, buddy.
Bring back Ebola, SS 2016.
Yeah, Ebola.
Ebola as a form of population control.
Yes. Brian, I am so happy you're my running mate. I picked the right person.
Chen has reportedly been sent home after successful recovery thanks to the treatment.
He then proceeded to eat leftovers.
Yep.
All right, what else do we have in the news?
A Florida man, it's always Florida. A Florida man steals a $60,000 BMW a day after he tried to buy it with food stamps, and the dealership turned him down.
Well, hold on. How do you get $60,000 in food stamps?
I have no freaking idea.
That's a fucking genius.
He has a lot of baby mamas.
Oh, it's ODB.
So what does it say?
Nicholas Jackson went to an auto dealership where managers declined his business when he tried to buy the BMW with a credit card and his EBT card, electronic benefit transfer card. On Thursday night, Pompano...
That guy's like a ghetto pimp.
Look at the picture we got
come
here.
on.
Right on the
told you
nose.
the guy was black.
I don't want to stereotype. Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
Yes,
very
of
black,
course.
yes.
Yeah, he looks
Of
like an
course.
eggplant.
Yeah, I don't want to be racist. I don't be racist.
I'll be it for you.
So what does it say?
On Pompano, the Pompano Beach dealership was burglarized, and the BMW was missing, along with the keys to 60 other cars, according to Martin County Sheriff's
Let's be honest. I mean, let's be fair here. He did try to buy it.
No, he was casing the joint is what he was.
He was trying to buy it with food stamps.
Oh, baby.
He's all, yo, what up?
jeez.
I got a pocket full filled up with food stamps. You guys take EBT cards here?
No, sir.
I know I'm checking out. Tony, are you selling me a BMW today? I noticed the 3 Series here is on sale, the 2014 edition.
Well, do you want to go ahead?
I don't want a sales pitch. I have cash. I have in the left side here. I got about $60,000 worth of food stamps. I'm willing to make a trade.
Excuse me?
I'm willing to make a trade. And on my right pocket, I got an empty pack of Kool-Aid. So it's rare though. It's dated from 1970. I collect it, much like white people, silly white people. They like to collect actual stamps. I collect old packages of Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. We're still gonna have to do a credit check.
But I'm offering you EBT. How about EBT? Would you take WIC? All right, what else does it say?
Authorities say 36-year-old Jackson did not have money to fill the tank of the stolen BMW and subsequently ran out of gas at an intersection.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's because the goddamn gas stations don't take EBT card. I tried to pay for gas, too, but they said no. White people's fault.
When officers responded to a suspicious persons call on Friday morning...
Black Lives Matter.
They found Jackson, the BMW, and the stolen keys, according to the sheriff's office. Investigators were able to trace the BMW and the keys back to the Pompano Beach dealership, and Jackson
by looking down the road and seeing how far he had gotten with no gas.
Jackson has since been charged with grand theft auto and is being held in jail on $20,000 bond.
I don't know. I like this guy.
You do?
Yeah, if I was the police, I'd be
He's
like,
a
dude,
go-getter.
I'd be like, dude, look, you tried. I know we're gonna let you go.
No, you're right. It's creative.
I'd like 1 point for you, and you can get away on this.
10
on this
points
try.
for Gryffindor.
Yes. All right. Well, what else do we have in the news, Andrew?
Sex acts with the dolphins.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
This in Florida too.
No, this
What
is
does
in
your
the
Google
Netherlands.
history look like?
No.
It's terrible.
I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern here.
Lots of SS and dolphin sex acts.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing a pattern here. This is the third article of Andrew's that involves an animal.
The Fuzzy Pet News.
No.
Yeah.
all right. What does it say, Andrew?
An aquarium in the Netherlands that is de-stressing dolphins is masturbating them.
Oh.
And it's not breaking any laws, according to prosecutors.
Except the laws of, common decency.
We must bomb the Netherlands immediately.
And the laws of nature.
Exactly.
The situation first drew attention earlier this month when a Dutch TV show called Ram Bam investigated the living
The
conditions.
signs were there. The signs were there.
Investigated the living conditions of dolphins at the Dolphinarium, a marine park based in the city of Harderwijk. The full episode can be viewed, blah, 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 here. Ram Bam employee who went undercover at the facility alleges that the facility's
Wait,
14
undercover, was he a police officer or is he part of like an organization?
He disguised himself as a dolphin.
Jesus.
I think he just went in as a volunteer.
Okay.
And he alleges that the facility's 14 show dolphins, which perform tricks for the audiences, as show dolphins are known to do, are kept in enclosures that are too small and that their water contains amounts of chlorine harmful, according to the Netherlands Times. But the moment getting the most media attention is the scene which a trainer uses his hand to sexually stimulate a dolphin before giving the animal some fish.
I don't know if I'm grossed out or turned on.
I know which one I am, and it is grossed out. That is just creepy.
We watched the video.
What else does it say, Andrew?
The Dolphinarium is told at the Netherlands Times that masturbation is meant to de-stress the animals, and the ejaculate is used for a breeding program.
Sounds on the up and up to me.
Yeah.
Loni Vestering, an animal rights advocate who saw the Ram Bam report, was not impressed by the park's explanation. She filed a criminal complaint against
because
the Dolphinarium.
they're doing it wrong.
On the grounds of lechery. And for violating the 5 freedoms of Bramble, a code dictating the basic rights of animals under human control. Dutch prosecutors who investigated the complaint agreed with the park that the sexual activity has been seen on the video was appropriate, according to the statement released to the Metro.
I mean, my question is this. How do they know it's indecent? I mean, dolphins, first off, are known for being very perverse. And they're very smart animals. And it's true, look it up.
Yep.
They have been known to molest swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins are some hardcore rape machines.
They are.
Yep.
Yeah.
They probably like being de-stressed. Come on, you're a dolphin. You're swimming in an effing aquarium. You want to be de-stressed.
Who doesn't like being de-stressed?
I'm like, hello, Mr. Sir. As long as you can de-stress me by masturbating me, but also please rub my blowhole as well. Just take your fingers and ring around the hole
give
just
him
a
the
little
dolphin
bit.
reach around.
Hold on. Can a dolphin say no?
If he can't, then I guess it's okay.
Well, no, I mean, if they don't answer, then that's still a no, right? That's what, cosplay's not
The
consent.
dolphin wanted it, Brian. The dolphin
I know
wanted it.
Dolphin, and he's.
I mean, I'm
just
looking at
told
this
you what he
video. I'm looking at this video, and the dolphin's all like flipped over on his back. He's happy as shit. He's not breathing so that he can be de-stressed.
Could be the chlorine in the pool that's like poisoning him.
I mean, maybe, but it looks.
Nobody cares about that part.
I mean, chlorine's chlorine, man. Let's talk about his dick. That's what matters.
Exactly, Brian. The dolphin vote is important
Mike,
to
are
our
you busy
campaign.
over there with the dolphin?
He's being de-stressed.
You can't help it. It's not
We
his fault.
offered de-stressings at our next campaign stop.
At the next campaign rally, there will be de-stressing booths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And blowhole rubs.
And blowhole rubs, exactly.
Please give us a blowhole rub. Please give me a blowhole rub, dear sir. All right, everybody. That is it for today's show. Thank you. Andrew, very good job in the news. Not really, but thank you.
Hey.
And thank you, Brian, for stopping in. Thank you, everybody, for listening to The Rain Man Show. And if you miss any part of the show, you can find us on Stitcher and iTunes. Just search Rain Man Show. Later and good night.
Thank you for listening to The Rain Man Show with Michael Flores and co-hosts Tony Sabal, Kaylee Norris, and Thomas Cowley, with audio guru Dustin Lucas. Produced by Michael Flores and Dustin Lucas. The Rain Man Show is a Cazador Productions and Rain Man Digital broadcast production. For everything Rain Man, go to rainmanshow.com.